What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video and to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be installing some new aluminum aggressive paddle shifters on my M Sport steering wheel here. And these are now available on my website, inline6auto.com. If you guys want to check these out by the end of the video, if you like what you see. But yeah, these are made out of aluminum and painted in this silver finish here. And each of the paddles has a plus and a minus at the top there, as you can see right there. So yeah, right now I have this aluminum option available, but I'm hoping to add a carbon fiber option. These aluminum ones are kind of heavier. So I'll add some carbon fiber ones since those will be a little bit lighter, and for those of you who like the carbon fiber look, you guys may be interested in those. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install these on my M Sport steering wheel, so you guys can do this yourself in your driveway or at home or garage, anywhere. Now the first thing I'm going to do here before I do anything on the steering wheel is disconnect the battery on the negative terminal. Now I usually don't do that when I install parts, but for this one I've seen that some people run into some pretty annoying issues if they don't disconnect the battery when they install these paddle shifters. It just brings up a bunch of errors and stuff, and it just can get annoying. So I'm gonna just be safe this time and disconnect the battery so I don't have to deal with any of that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. So one thing to note, when you have disconnected your battery, it is recommended that you place like a rag or something right here to cover the latch that the trunk connects to, just in case this thing closes by itself. If that does happen, since the trunk is opened electronically, it's not going to have any power to open. So you're going to be in an annoying situation if that happens, since there's no power, you can't open the trunk, and you're pretty much just locked out. So it is recommended that you place like a rag right here just in case this thing falls, so it doesn't connect and lock itself and lock yourself out of the car and all that. So yeah, definitely recommend this. Alright, so now that the battery is disconnected, we can go ahead and start taking apart the steering wheel here. So the first thing I'm going to do here is remove the airbag. To do that, if you look on the side of the steering wheel here, you can see there is a hole right there, and then there's one directly on the opposite side right there. So I'm going to take a long flathead screwdriver here and stick it inside both of those holes, and then I'm going to go ahead and push up so that the airbag disconnects from the little connections that are holding the airbag in place on either side inside those holes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so as you guys saw, I popped the airbag out, and inside you'll see there's one electrical connection that the airbag is connected to right here. So all you have to do is just put a little flathead underneath the flap back here, back there, and then just pry upward and then just pull out the electrical connection. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There we go, just like that. And now the airbag is out. Alright, so now that the airbag is out, we can see where the paddle shifters are connected. So the paddle shifters are secured in by this T20 screw right here. So there's one on this side and then one on this side for this paddle shifter over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those T20 screws out. As you can see, the paddle shifter's moving. Alright, so I got that screw out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the cup holder so I don't lose this. There we go. Alright, so now that I have the paddle shifter assembly disconnected from the steering wheel, next I'm going to go ahead and separate the actual paddle piece from the electrical unit here that it's connected to. So on the top here, you can see there's a little circle, I'm trying to point to it right there, that's basically holding the two pieces together, that's locking them in place together. So I'm going to need to push out this little pin, this little plastic like piece that's sticking through the other side here, that's going to come out. Where's that? Right there. So I'm going to go ahead and push it out using this little tiny drill bit here, but you can use anything that fits inside the hole right here. It doesn't have to be this, but anything that's small enough to fit inside it, so you can push out this little pin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Try and get it on camera here. So as you can see, it's sticking out the other side right here. So now that it's through, I can basically just pull this out. Once I pull this out, the two pieces are going to separate, and there is a little tiny spring inside that you don't want to lose, that may fall off, and it's really small, so just kind of have your hand ready for when you separate the two pieces. Alright, so I got the pin out, and as you can see, it's pretty small. You don't want to lose this because you're going to need this to install the new paddle shifter. So I'm going to put this in the cup holder so I don't lose it. And now I'm going to go ahead and separate these, but be careful not to drop the little spring that's inside here. There we go. Got the paddle shifter off. Put that off to the side, and you can see the spring I was talking about right there. You're not going to want to lose that. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off since I don't want it to fall when I let this piece hang like this. So I took it off, put it in the cup holder so I don't lose it. Alright, so taking a look at the new paddle shifter here, on the inside piece, it is identical to the stock piece. So it will fit in place exactly like the stock paddle shift piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and just basically do the opposite of what I just did with this piece and reinstall everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put the spring back in. Right there, like that. I'm going to go ahead and put the paddle shifter back in place here. I want to make sure that the holes on the two pieces are lined up so I can slide the pin back in from the bottom here. Go ahead and slide the pin back in just like that till it comes through the top. There we go. And it is inside, as you can see there. Now just kind of press the two pieces together and make sure they click. As if you would be if you're shifting through the gears using the paddles. As you can see, everything is functioning how it's supposed to. And that's it. The new paddle shifter is now connected together with the electrical unit. So now I'm going to go ahead and secure this back to the steering wheel here. Alright, so now that I have this in position, I'm going to go ahead and put the T20 screw back in to secure it in place. Alright, so I have the right paddle shifter completely installed and secured back into the steering wheel. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the left paddle shifter real quick here. Alright, so I have both paddle shifters now installed and secured in place. And everything seems to be installed correctly. Everything functions normally when I press on it on both sides. And right off the bat, everything looks and feels a lot better with these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the airbag back in, and then we'll see how it looks with everything completely installed. Actually, before I put the airbag in, I just want to show you guys, now that we can see inside, what I was doing when I was sticking the screwdriver through to disconnect the airbag. So you can see there's a hole right here, and there's a little like metal like piece right there, like a pin or something on both sides, as you can see. And if I stick the screwdriver through the little hole there, you can see there's an opening, and you're gonna want to turn your flathead this way. Not this way, because then it's not going to catch the little metal pin there. If you do it this way, then you can see it grabs onto it and you can push it in. So this is what was happening when I was pushing the screwdriver in. As you can see in the top opening right there, it is being pushed behind the little circle right there, and then if you push it far enough, it'll disconnect the airbag. So hopefully that helps you get a visual of what exactly you need to do when you stick the screwdriver inside the opening there. You need to do this. That way the airbag will disconnect. Alright, so now we can see the look of these new paddle shifters with everything back together. And I have to say, these definitely look a lot cooler, a lot more aggressive, a lot more sporty than the stock paddle shifters here. I don't know, like these just look very not aggressive at all, like very basic. I do like the little contrast here with the black and then the silver on the outline there. That's about the only good thing I would say about these paddle shifters, but they just really aren't aggressive at all for the M Sport package. They get the job done, but I think these definitely look a lot better, and I think they feel a lot better since there's more to like grab onto here. You can like grab onto it with all 4 of your fingers here. With this one, I guess like you could, but your fingers are basically like covering the entire paddle shifter. With this one, like you can spread it out along the entire length of the paddle shifter. I don't know, just to me it feels cooler. Like honestly, it feels a lot better and a lot more cooler to be able to have all this to grab onto. So now that everything is reinstalled, the last step would be to reconnect your battery, which I've already done. But after that now completes the install. So as you guys saw, these definitely look a lot better than the stock paddle shifters, and they definitely feel a lot better since there's more to grab. And these are pretty easy to install, as you guys saw. You could probably do this in less than 20 minutes if you use the tools that I showed in the video. You can definitely do this yourself. Another thing about these paddle shifters is that they are compatible with multiple BMWs from the F chassis. Not just my BMW F30. If you have the same exact M Sport steering wheel that I have on my BMW F30, these paddle shifters will fit. I believe it's the same steering wheel that's in the F32 4 Series and the F22 2 Series, and probably some other ones that I just haven't confirmed yet since I haven't really seen those or really looked into those. Like I said, these are now available on my website at inline6auto.com if you guys are interested in these. I will leave a link down in the description of this video if you guys want to check these out for yourselves and maybe get yourself a set. If you do end up getting a set, I just want to say thank you. Your support is much appreciated. But yeah, these do not just fit my BMW F30, they fit multiple different BMWs. So that is going to do it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe for more content like this on my BMW F30 or BMW U90. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video.